Good evening. Welcome everyone to the work session for February 8th, 2024. We will start off with our items of information. Dr. Spence will lead us through those.
Thank you. We'll start with our December financials with Ms. Cody as soon as the thing loads.
Okay, we will start with the December financial report. We had two budget amendments in December. Both were increases to the budget. One was for the industry certification grant for $3,500. And then we had an increase to record donated funds for some special education books. And then so you can see our revenues were at 72.1% of the budget, and our expenditures, we are at 43.5% of the budget. As of December, our budget position was at 50%. Our November sales tax collections were $2.8 million, and sales tax collections received in December in 2023 were 6.1% higher than December of 2022. Any questions about the budget?
Any questions for Ms. Cody? All right.
And then our investment analysis. So interest received in December was $641,800. And total interest that we've received since we started the investments is almost $6.5 million.
Any questions? All right. Moving on to Mr. Dimsdale, who is filling in for Mr. Blackerby tonight.
Hey, everybody. How are you? This is my first time running things from here, so I may ask for some assistance as we... Okay. Thank you for whoever just did that. All right, our first item is Goodyear Elementary Gym renovations. We have the GMP from Pope Construction. We're looking to do some work on the flooring and also the roof. There are roof leaks currently right now, so replacing the flooring, we need a roof to make sure that that new floor stays dry. So that's what we're asking for approval of this for the GMP for that project, and it will be completed this summer.
So they'll do the whole project in the summer, so they have the use of the gym through the school year.
That's right. Should be ready by the beginning of the school year.
Will it still be like a carpet floor?
No, it'll be the same floors that we have in the other gyms.
Yeah.
Which are the, it's a kind of an LVT, it's a
Yeah.
sports floor.
Yeah, we're going away from the carpet.
Carpet in all the gyms, right?
Yeah, we're going away from carpet in all the gyms. Yes,
Yeah.
we're gonna
Yeah,
do it.
okay.
I think this may be the last one. I'm not positive
I
on
hope
that.
so.
Well,
I think there's one more.
maybe.
It may be.
So it's a lot better service. All right. Any questions on that one? All right, I think the next item is mine as well. Asking for approval of the Badge Pass Identity Manager System. This is an item that our technology department has submitted. Ms. Cody knows a little more about the background of this program. Do you mind speaking on that?
So basically, right now, all the media centers have different types of things that they're
That's
using
right
to
here.
make the badges. And this is just will be an integrated system. It'll be system-wide. They'll be in every single media center and then at central office to print the badges for the kids and for the staff.
Will they be able to ring in, like, to unlock doors or anything, or is that
This
just?
actually has the capability of doing that at some point. That's not included in this price. It's just the badges right now, but that is something we could look into later on because this software does have that capability.
Because we have to have 2 cards now. I have one on the back. So this-
Okay. Our next item is also mine. This is for our final outdoor air unit for Sterling Elementary. We have replaced and have functioning units on all of the classroom wings. One of those was done about a year ago. The other 2 have been in place and are functioning. And we're still hooking up the automated control system right now, so it's kind of in a punch list phase. But this would be the last one that controls the air for the front of the building, including the admin area. So we're asking for the approval for that purchase.
Ms. Miller?
We're coming to you tonight from special education as well as our professional learning department to request the approval for $76,500 to fund an Orton Gillingham training, professional learning training this summer. It will be a week of training. It's 5 whole days, 5 full days of training for teachers. Of course, it is optional. Teachers can sign up to attend during their summer hours, but we kind of put some feelers out to see if we'd have enough participants, and we have more than enough participants. We're going to have to go through the list and kind of prioritize schools who need more Orton Gillingham trained professionals in their building. The Orton Gillingham training just allows a more multisensory approach to learning, and it also allows us to be able to pinpoint and target a more prescriptive reading intervention for students, especially in the lower grades. And so any teachers who are trained with this program, also that's considered part of the science of reading training that goes with House Bill 538. So this would take the place of any professional learning that they have to do through that House bill anyway, because next year that's going to be required anyway. So this is just a jump start for teachers to have that opportunity this summer if they should choose to apply and be accepted for that. And that, again, the funding source for this would come from our special education department funds as well as our professional learning funds in Title II.
Are these methods used for middle school and high school students also, or is it predominantly elementary?
It's predominantly elementary, but as we know, we have some struggling readers, especially in the middle school and even up into the high school. So that's the purpose of the special education teachers being trained, so that they can have those skills, so that if they in turn need to share those skills with other teachers in the middle or the high school, they can do so at that point too. So
We already have some teachers that have
we
gone
do,
through the training.
we do, and we have some schools that are actually looking to train their whole staffs using Title I money, possibly as well too. So
The ones who've already gone through training, have we seen improvement?
definitely, it provides them the foundational knowledge that some of them didn't get going through teacher training programs in college. It's the science of reading that's coming back around. Remember when we adopted our new reading program, the science of reading was embedded in it, which put us kind of ahead of the game because now the state's requiring that all teachers be trained in the science of reading. So
The multi-sensory portion of it, what all is that including?
So it might look like this in a classroom lesson. It might be cat. Okay, say cat. Spell cat, C-A-T. Now let's C-A-T. And so
Right.
you move a C-A-T. And then it's pick your pencil up. All right, let's write cat, C-A-T. So,
Because I know there's some students with perception,
mhm.
you know, and there's, somebody looking at a paper, it's different than maybe looking at something else.
And it helps a lot with students with characteristics of dyslexia as well.
Good.
So,
Which is
another part of House Bill
another focus
538.
that the state is putting on having the dyslexia screening. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Miller. Moving on to our facilities update, not Mr. Blackerby, but Mr. Dimsdale.
All right. This is fun because you get to talk about the progress that we've made on projects, and that's what I spend most of my time on. So I'll just go down the list, and if you have any questions, you can stop me anytime and ask me. And also, if I don't address any of the projects, then you can ask me about those, but that means that they're in the punch list phase or the completed phase. So, I'll start with St. Simon's Elementary School. Currently, right now, we have completed the new kitchen. It is functioning, serving the kids, as well as the new admin wing, and everybody has moved into the new admin wing. They seem very happy with that new location, especially the principal. I don't know if you ever saw the size of the principal's office, but she's very happy to be in her new location. The new gym completion is anticipated for mid-March. March 11th was the date that I had today in an earlier meeting. So we'll see a move over happen soon after that, before spring break, so that we'll be able to start work on that Phase 5, which is the front 1942 building up front. Phase 5 GMP was approved in December, so that's ready to go and progressing on schedule as well. Needwood, Oglethorpe, Jane Macon, Glynn Middle are all in punch list phase, so really been completed, just fine tuning those to finish out those projects. GICA, we put in new flooring in the lobby and in the admin area over the Christmas break. So we were able to accomplish those two items at that time. And GICA also had lightning strike a few of their HVAC units, and we've already replaced those. Those are in place, and we have a couple of compressors that need to be worked on with that. But everything is functioning right now. Heat's working good. We've got to do a couple more things to get ready for the AC to cut on here pretty soon in the spring. Satilla Marsh Elementary School, if you guys have gone by there, you can see from the outside of that location, just like St. Simon's, that there's a lot of work going on. The work is progressing on schedule. The classroom additions have now, the roof is on, they have been dried in. The interior work will start soon with those. Up front is where we're building the kitchen, adjacent to the current cafeteria, and that work, the foundation has already started. They've got the blocking that's gone up for the foundation, and they're placing the plumbing that needs to go underneath before they pour the foundation. That's all happening right now. But tomorrow, I think, is when they said they were going to attempt to have the foundation poured. If not, it'll be next week. Okay, and then the bus loop. Right now, the bus loop is on schedule to be completed for the next school year, and there were some drainage issues that had to be ironed out, but those have been ironed out, and the drainage areas have been placed, so we're progressing, and it shouldn't be too long that we'll have that. I'd like to see it functioning before we get to the opening of the next school year, which might be of interest to you is that we hope that by isolating the buses, that we'll be able to take some of the flow of the traffic that's backing up out early in the mornings and in the afternoons during the dismissal and drop-off, so that there'll be a little bit of relief to that when that opens as well. Okay. So that's what I have for updates.
We'll move on to the good report then, if there are no questions.
Sure. Any questions about that? All right. I think you have a copy of the GOOD report. If not, you can take a look up there. East Bloss 3 is nearly completed. We have one outstanding item, which is the Performing Arts Center, and that's still in the planning phase, and so we'll just keep up with what's going on with that as we hear. There's monthly meetings that go on, but I haven't attended those meetings myself, so I can't speak too specifically about that. As far as East Bloss 4 is concerned, I can go ahead and flip through to the, keep going. I'm not sure who I'm talking to about the, yeah, keep going. There's one page that everybody likes to see, and it's the one with the graphs. So let's take a look at, it's page 6, I believe. Maybe not. Okay, here, go back one. Right here, that lets us know what the amount collected was in January, and that amount is on the left there. It's right at 3.1 million. As you know, we have estimates of 2 million to be collected, and then the 3.1 is what was actually collected this time. And if you'll scroll down to the next page, and one more. I'm sorry, go one more again. This one shows us projected versus actual versus previous year. And you can see that we are slightly above where we were last year at this point. With the rate of collections, it looks like we're going to move into the next quarter. And so we will be able to continue to collect. There was some question about where it was going to end and we were going to meet the 112 million. We're not going to meet it at the deadline, so we will be able to collect that next quarter as well.
Good.
All right. Go ahead. I guess I just went over all the projects that were in East Blast, so there's no reason to go back over those again. Does anybody have any questions so far about anything?
Thank you, sir. We
Okay.
can move on to surplus buses and active panels.
Oh, surplus buses, that's me too. We have 5 surplus buses. We're asking that they be approved for surplus. There is a note that 2 of those buses, they look like they're relatively new, the 2015 and the 2019. They have been damaged beyond repair, so that's the reason that those are on there as well. And then we also are asking for approval of surplus for the active panels. We have some that are obsolete. There's 28 of those, and our technology department has asked that you approve the surplus of those to move from the V6 model to the V9 model.
Any questions for Mr. Dimsdale on the surplus buses and active panels? That is all I have, Ms. Sams.
So I have some. Okay, thank you, Dr. Spence and everybody. I will entertain a motion to enter into executive session for personnel, legal, and land.
So moved.
Can we put safety on there too?
Yes.
Sure,
Please,
we'll add
Stacy.
safety to it. Still a motion by Ms. Gibbons,
So moved.
second by Mr. Edgy. All those in favor of adjourning to executive session? It's unanimous at 5:18. motion to return to open session?
The small
So moved.
arrangement they-
Motion by Dr. Yergin. Second by Mr. Edgy. All those in favor of returning to open session? It's unanimous. We're at 5:58.
Motion to adjourn?
Dr. Yergin is motioning to adjourn. Do I
I'll
have a
second
second?
that.
Mr. Edgy for the second. All those in favor of adjourning tonight's work session? It's
Aye.
unanimous at 5:58.